Hey everyone, we all have been using else with conditionals like if and elif, but we can also use else with loops with both for and while loops. In this video, here is the agenda. I am going to show you how we can use else with a for loop with a number range, then with a list. Then how can we use else with in a while loop, then else in for loop with break, and then at the end I'm going to show you two practical real world examples. Let us just start with a normal for loop with else. What I'm going to write here is a simple code for I in range. My range starts from 1, goes till 10 excluding 10, and with the step value of 3. I say print I, else print loop over. Now when I run this program, here you see I am getting the output 1, 4, 7 and loop over. So the range is starting from 1 going till 10 excluding 10, it means up to 9 with the step value of 3. So 1, 4, 7, and once the loop is finally over, I am getting here loop over. We can do it also with the lists, not only with the number range. So let me define here a list. My list is equal to, I would say, Python, then C and C++. What I say here is that for I in my list, print I else, again I am going to print loop over. Now if I run this program, here you see Python, C, C++ and then loop over. Once the list is over, I am getting the loop over. It is a normal termination. So far so good. Now let us see how we can use else with a while loop. I is equal to 1. I am defining counter here type, and I am going to say while I is less than 10. Here I am going to again rewrite the first code using a while loop. So while I is equal to less than 10, I am going to print I. Now I need to increment I, otherwise I will be stuck in a infinite loop. Here I missed I, my mistake. Then I am going to say else print loop over. Now if I run this program, here we see 1, 4, 7 and then loop over. So this is how we can use it with while operator, while loop. All looks so good, but there is one important thing that I have not mentioned here so far. This else clause with for or while, with both of them, it will be executed only if the loop terminates naturally. If the loop encounters a break statement in between, then it is going to skip the else part will not be executed. I am going to showcase it with an example with for loop. So again I am going to use the first example for I in range. Let us say 1 starts from 1 goes till 10 excluding 8. Step value is 3. If I is equal to 7, then I am saying break, otherwise print I, and as usual print loop over. Here what I am doing here is again same. My range starts from 1 goes up to 10 excluding 10 with a step value of 3. But if I is equal to 7, I becomes 7, then break, else or otherwise print I. And if I run this program right now, then you will see that I am getting just 1 and 4. What is happening here is that the range starts from 1. Okay, 1 is 7 equal to 7. No, 1 is printed. Increment it by 3. Now my I becomes 4. Is it equal to 7? No, 4 is printed over here. Now again it is incremented by 3. It becomes 7. Okay, so now my this if condition is fulfilled, so it breaks. and break when it breaks, else part is also not executed, and that's the reason loop over was not never printed. Mind it here, the print is in indentation with if, and this else is not in line with if, this is in line with for. Please pay attention here. You can try it also with while loop. I'm not going to do it here, otherwise the video will be long. Now it is the time for the practical examples that I had promised in the beginning. Let us say you are entering your user ID and password on Gmail. You enter your user ID, and if you enter password wrong first time, it is going to say incorrect password. You try one more time, again incorrect password. Gmail is going to give you third attempt. Even if after third attempt, if you do not enter your password correctly, your account is locked. The same is with almost all the banking applications. This is what I am going to do it over here. And if you happen to put correct password in second or third attempt, then you are allowed to log in. So this is what I am going to do over here. For I in range, I am going to give maximum 3 times. I am defining a variable here called password, prompting the user to enter password. Now what I say is that if password is equal to, let us say the password is 1234, not a very good password, will never recommend it to anyone, but it is here it should have been double equal to. So if password is equal to 1234, then I am saying print, I will say hello user, access granted. Now what if, and then we would like to break. Now why break here? If you happen to enter your correct password in the first or second or third attempt, then after you are not again presented with the user ID and password screen, you are taken directly to your mailbox. That is what I am doing over here. Else, what I am going to do here is that I am going to say print you have exceeded maximum number of attempts, account locked. Again, please pay attention here. This else is corresponding to the for, not to the if. So now if clear the screen and I run this program, I enter password only one. So it is again prompting me to enter the password because the password is incorrect. Let us say this time I enter 555. Second time again it is asking me to enter the password. Now again I just go put here 111. Now I am getting here you have exceeded the maximum number of attempts, account is locked. But what happens if I happen to provide the, let's say I am giving 111 in the first attempt, my password is not matching, it is giving me second chance. Now if I give here 1234, now I am getting directly to this line. This is getting printed hello user, access is granted, and then we are breaking out. What was happening earlier is that I was giving 3 consecutive times incorrect password, and as a result this condition was never satisfied, if condition. So break was not coming into the picture and the else statement was getting executed. So we can write the similar program using also the while statement. I am going to define here attempts to 0. I am going to start with 0 and another variable called max attempts. I'm going to set it to 3 because I want to give the user 3 chances. While attempts is less than my max attempts, I am going to prompt the user for the password input, enter, password. Again the same thing I'm going to do. If password is equal to let us say 1234, then I would say print hello user access granted, and we will break. Otherwise I am going to increase the attempts by one. Otherwise, if I do not increase the number of attempts, I will be again stuck into the infinite loop. In case the user's password is not 1234, then I have to increment the number of attempts from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and that way. Else, let me copy it from here, this line. Copy and put it over here. So this is our program. Let's run it. In first attempt, I am going to give the correct password this time. So hello user access granted. In the very first time, I am giving the correct password. So this is line if a statement is true, and then we are breaking out of the loop. Now what happens if I give the incorrect password? Let's say 333333. I am again prompted for the password. Let's say this time I am giving 111. Let's say I am giving 111111. Again incorrect password. Third time I am giving the correct password. So it is breaking out of the loop here. What happens if I give the incorrect password all the three times? Then this if statement will never be satisfied, and the else statement will be executed. Let us see. Attempt 1 incorrect. Second attempt again incorrect. Third attempt again incorrect. And now we are having this else statement executed. So fellow learners, this is it for this video. I'm going to upload all these codes onto my Git page and put the link into the description box. If you find this video useful, do not forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Till that time, happy coding.